Hey there! Welcome to Understanding Common Core Math. This video series is designed for parents and teachers who are looking to better understand the Common Core and are looking to find ways to support kids in their development of math skills. In this video, we are going to continue looking at the geometry standards for kindergarten by exploring standard K.G.A.3. This standard deals with describing geometric figures as either two-dimensional or three-dimensional. So what does it mean for a figure to have dimension? Let's start by chatting about the most basic geometric figure, a point. A point is a single spot or location in space. A point is zero-dimensional because technically it doesn't take up any actual space. It doesn't have any length or width or height to it. Now, let's take a bunch of points and arrange them into a line. A straight line has length to it. We know this because we can measure that length. A straight line is one-dimensional because it has length, but it doesn't have any width or height associated with it. Let's take the line and stretch it out into a rectangle. A rectangle has length, but it also has width. A rectangle, therefore, is two-dimensional because it has both length and width. Notice that the rectangle is flat and does not have any height or depth associated with it. Finally, let's take the rectangle and give it some depth. This actually creates a box. A box is three-dimensional because it has length and width and height. So, let's summarize what we just looked at. A point is zero-dimensional. It does not have length, width, or height. A straight line is one-dimensional. It has length. A rectangle is two-dimensional. It has length and width. And a box is three-dimensional because it has length, width, and height. Now, this discussion goes beyond what we expect your kindergarten student to know. I just wanted to give you a little bit of context so that you have an understanding of the bigger picture when it comes to recognizing a figure's dimensions. So what exactly should a kindergarten student be able to do with respect to this standard? What we are looking for is for a kindergartner to intuitively determine if a figure is two-dimensional or three-dimensional. In simpler terms, we want your student to recognize if a figure is flat, two-dimensional, or if a figure has some substance to it, three-dimensional. Let's think about the shapes and solids that we have already discussed. The two-dimensional shapes are things like triangles, squares, rectangles, hexagons, and circles. Basically, any shape that can be drawn on a piece of paper is considered two-dimensional. Another way to think about shapes that are two-dimensional is that they are flat. Now, the three-dimensional solids are cubes, boxes, cylinders, spheres, cones, and pyramids. A solid is actually any object that exists in our world. Things like desks, chairs, house plants, books, pencils, and so on are considered three-dimensional because they have substance associated with them. Standard K.G.A.3 is a bit of a tricky standard to explain in a video like this, but the idea is important for students to start conceptualizing. The concept of dimension drives a lot of what we do when it comes to geometry, so it is important for your student to start thinking in those terms. As long as your student can recognize which shapes are flat and which solids have substance, he or she will be in good shape in terms of meeting this kindergarten standard. As your student progresses through the grade levels, his or her understanding of the nature of dimension will become more formalized and will be further developed to reflect what was discussed earlier in this video. For now, I hope that you found this video a bit helpful in understanding standard K.G.A.3. If you have any questions or have any ideas for further explaining this standard, please leave a comment. If you like the content of these videos, please subscribe to this channel and be sure to check out the other videos in this series. Thanks for watching.